Right, fuck it. We're live, I think. Maybe. How are we doing, everyone? Are we out of sync? Are we in sync?
Tom, you're
Is
really
this
low in the
working?
camera.
What?
You're really low in the camera.
The stream's gone off for me.
Oh, that's good.
But now that's better, right?
Mine's only
Yeah,
just got to the end of the. Refresh that. Just gonna do a bit.
Starting
This
is
is
really
all.
mean to go on.
This is a rough time.
This is the quality you can expect for the rest of 2024.
Sponsored by Twitch and Roll20.
Roll20 used so much of Jenny's RAM, it's fucked her stream.
Oh.
Everything is back and synced. It's in time.
Okay.
Oh, I think it was
Cool.
The, that's so
Maybe it was a
strange.
video encoding thing. I don't know. Fuck it.
Might have been. Time says everything's golden. I was right,
We're just
Katie. Look
gonna-
at big time.
We're gonna
Hi,
play some
everybody.
D&D. Hi, everybody.
We've got a new sound alert program that we're using today. We should
Yeah.
all be able to hear it, everyone in this call and you, obviously. But just
Yeah.
if that is too loud, then I'm sorry. We'll have to just make it work. Okay.
Yeah.
We want to
works.
quickly check that it works with the stream. Like, I know we can
Sure.
hear it, but can they hear it?
Okay,
Not wanting
okay.
to give them free alerts, Roll, but
Oh, okay.
I'll literally just jam it into her mouth and fire.
Did you hear that one?
Oh!
Oh, I get spicy on this stream.
That's
Starting
something
off.
to open with.
Right. We said we were going to have the highlight video, the wonderfully produced highlight video, which is excellently edited and very funny.
That is
that
not out of sync if you watch it
not
on
supposed
YouTube.
to be. You can watch it on YouTube where it's actually fucking synced up properly. Crikey. We get one of the benefits of playing online D&D and streaming the online D&D is that we get to enjoy so many condensed moments of greatness. But that is only really possible thanks to Jenny doing the editing. So I think we're all very grateful for her work because it's fucking cool. It's really cool, and it brings me a lot of joy.
Thanks.
But we're going to use that highlight as a reintroduction back to our game rather than talking too much about what happened last game and doing our little prompts and stuff. Last time we played, we got into the cave. There's a dragon in here somewhere. That's it. We're poking around in the place that Nerily grew up. Nerily grew up here in a place called the Enclave of the Apogee. And this enclave was founded by Randall's papa. Randall's papa and Randall's mama? Question mark?
Mama.
Exclamation
Mama.
mark.
Terabang?
And we've been poking around a little bit. It turns out that this entire area is fucking mega giga Shadowfelled, which is not ideal because even though, to the technical term, yeah, even though Nerdy spent most of her life here, she's struggling to remember bits and places and trying to figure out where we are as we go along. We've noted that several of the locations within this long cave are off limits because they have been filled in by rubble and crystals, dark, smoky, purple, inky crystals, which historically have meant spooky, bad Shadowfell stuff. Is that about right?
Yeah.
I think that pretty much
Pretty
brings us back to speed.
The only other thing is that I changed Randall's little picture on the overlay so he doesn't have a bandage over his eyes anymore.
Oh.
Big updates.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny that he took that bandage off that lets him see perfectly, and then went into a place that is,
Really
perpetual night.
But I also didn't have them on and couldn't save someone, and then I put the gauntlets that I replaced the bandage with, and then immediately saved Neurally from almost certain death with it. So
The gauntlets were
from certain death.
The gauntlets were a very good upgrade. They were a very good upgrade. All right. Well, the last thing that happened whilst we were poking around in this dungeon was that you guys solved a puzzle accidentally.
No, we big brained it. That's what I remember.
You guys used hush money, the magical coin, to cast silence on yourselves, and then walked around. Unbeknownst to you, the answer to the riddle in the next room was the word silence, or rather, the act of silence. And there was a squeaky little sign that was squeaking to and fro, but it doesn't matter because you walked into the room and immediately silenced it with hush money, and that riddle was solved, and you were all given an inspiration point. Ridiculous. Absolutely
We're just
ridiculous.
that good, is
That
what
has
it is.
never happened to me in the history of D&D. But here we are.
You never played with a completionist before.
Only for the last several
Just-
years.
Wait. Are you saying no one's ever accidentally just happened to completely ruin like an event that you put together?
Oh no, you
I
guys have
think
done that many times.
I
Yeah,
was gonna
it's specifically a riddle. No one's solved a riddle, specifically a riddle, by walking into the room.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, we
This
didn't even
oddly
read the riddle,
specific
did we?
product.
No, well, you didn't even get a chance really. School comes back from break tomorrow, and I'm a bit nervous, but it's also my birthday Tuesday. Oh,
Oh God, happy early
Well,
birthday.
happy early birthday, just in case we don't see you
Happy
before
early
then.
Happy birthday.
Happy early birthday.
I've missed Tom's voice. No, stop it, you.
Me too. I miss my friends.
Well, I'm excited to get back to playing some D&D, and we're gonna have to pretty much skip right into the action of you guys poking around in a dungeon, a spooky, shadowy, shadowfelly, mysterious dungeon. And you'll just have to see how much I have prepared, which nowadays it's actually quite a fair amount. Not everything, we'll see. But we took some time off over the holidays, and I actually had a chance to like rejuvenate some creative energy, and I got some stuff done. I won't mention that the reason that I got all that stuff done was because I couldn't sleep until 6 a.m. But here we are. Now, you guys are currently in what seems to be some kind of like small, kind of like play area sort of thing. Nobody remembers that she and some of the other kids that were here would come out here in their early ages, just mostly so they can like draw with chalk on the walls and the floor and stuff, and no one's going to get mad. But out here were some like kind of little puzzles and stuff like that. Some of them maybe weren't ever expected to ever be solved, because in what world would children ever be silent? But here we are, having solved that riddle.
You did not know me as a child.
That's a fair point. Some kids are quiet. Regardless, you got your inspiration point. Now, as you enter into this room, you can kind of take a little bit of a step a little bit further southward. You see that these three staircases kind of that lead downwards into a lower part of the cave are still also, they appear to be kind of obscured once again by crystals and shards and rocks that have been kind of collapsed in on the cave there. Hard to say whether or not it was done by hand or by monster or by beast or by what, without a little bit of investigation. But regardless, the direction that it appears that you will be going in is just straight south.
Okay.
So it's obscured not just visually, like because we're around the corner. It's like cut, like this little entryway to the right is not accessible.
Correct.
Okay.
So these staircases are filled with rubble and crystal, and they are not something that you could easily move.
Okay. Carry on then.
Sorry, I just
Okie
remembered. I
dokie.
forgot to turn off my damn channel point redeems.
Onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. Feel free to move your tokens as you explore. As you get to about this point, Haiku, the entire party hears a crunching rumble as some of the stone and crystal in the room adjacent to you appears to shift and move. And as it does, nothing seems to change in the room that you're in, but you feel like a guttural kind of rumble, kind of moving through the stonework beneath you and around you. it kind of moves away further to the south. You also note that on the walls here are chalk marks. Some of them appear to be depicting heights. You can see that Neroli is in there, ages kind of like 2 all the way up to about 7.
How tall is Neroli now compared to 7-year-old Neroli?
That's a very important question.
Great
I
question.
think I actually wrote down a height for like the first time ever because I was like, this time I won't just play a super tall girl like I always do. She's 5'7".
So not super duper tall,
Not super duper tall.
but taller than
Randall.
7. Really?
Wait, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How tall is Randall?
5'2".
What?
It's a short boy.
Wait!
What?
I remember this because
What?
I remember when we met Haiku, we were like, "Oh my god, you look like the party parent because
Yeah.
you're like a foot
Because
taller than
we're all
everyone
really
else."
short.
Oh, I definitely forgot that Neroli was taller than Ran.
I had no idea. Holy shit.
I did too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you're all
He's a
small
short
to Haiku. It's easy to imagine.
Yeah.
Big old 6'6" Haiku.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. All right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wait, just a
Haiku's
giant.
6'6".
Haiku's a tall one.
I
mean, not
Haiku's
necessarily for a
really tall.
turtle. They're all big, but you know.
Oro's 3.5 feet. So you're
It really is like the irresponsible
3 feet
parent
away.
and the chaotic children.
I like to think more of uncle thrust into parenting role.
Like doesn't really want to be a parent, but also is like gonna do it. Kind of like how Haiku doesn't really want to be an adventurer, but they're kind of doing it.
Ah, I just moved the map by accident. There's a big squiggly line on here, and I'm kind of trying to figure out where it is. Is it on the token layer? No. Is it on the GM layer? Because if it is, that causes me a lot of problems. It is. Don't worry. I can fix this. That's fine. No, it's supposed to be on the GM layer.
Merely
all right,
gently
okay.
places her hand on the wall next to like the chalk marks in like a moment of, I don't know, mixed feelings.
Oh.
How's she feeling about being back?
Mixed. There is like there was a lot of like trepidation, like what if it's all a big trap and what if they're all actually here and blah blah, and then she saw the dead bodies and she's like, okay, they're not actually probably buried alive. And she's scared of the dragon, and is having like you go back to a place where you spent a lot of time and your memories were like sometimes really good and sometimes really bad, and so you like have this like nostalgia, but it's poignant. It's like a poignant nostalgia. There we go, mixed with a bit of fear.
I mean,
of
for
dragons.
the vast majority of your time here was pretty peaceful, and it wasn't really until the last couple of months of you living here where you started to feel like actually maybe you weren't safe.
Yeah. So it's like the poignancy comes from like that trust shattered of being like a child raised in a place and then finding out that they were going to murder you.
Yeah.
So you know, it's like a bad glaze over a good donut.
And it's also maybe a bad glaze over a good donut. I like that. It's like
Every
a
bite's just a
rotten
little
cherry.
tainted. Yeah.
But you also have the like. I mean, you've definitely when you left, you knew that you were in danger. Like you had a very
Yeah.
strong feeling, but no one outwardly told you. No one from the Enclave was like, "We're gonna fucking kill you." Like
Yeah.
it was just like you felt unsafe. Whereas now you've had conversations with people, ghosts, but people who said, "Oh yeah, no, we were for sure he's going to murder you in a ritual."
Yeah, exactly.
So now, like, at least you've got the fucking full stop exclamation mark at the end. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I was right. It was bad over here.
I made the correct decision. It turns out.
All right, okay. How are the rest of you feeling about being here? I mean, really, all you've got is what Neroli's told you, and that's not a huge amount.
I don't think there's any. It's not like unusual because we've been in like caves and stuff before. So from that perspective, it's just it doesn't really have any significance. But it's also like full of we know there's a dragon here somewhere, and there's lots of evidence of dragon things and purple shards. So I think there's a lot of trepidation on like what's going to be around the next corner, what just moved right next to us.
Yeah, especially after that rumble. I think Haiku's going to be somewhat on edge. I think they always are to an extent.
I mean, it's also for Randall. There's an element of, well, your dad was here,
Yeah, true.
and Adrenalith was, as far as you're aware, murdered within these halls.
Mm.
Like,
But Randall doesn't remember any of that.
Randall doesn't remember any of that, but needs to at least have that as a concept that exists within his head that family died here, or at least, family lived here at some point in the distant past. Something here is linked to you inextricably as well as neurally.
Yeah, so I think that's like helping push him forward in here to be like, what other secrets are held in these walls?
I love a good secret.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some hidden away for you guys as you explore further.
Got a secret, gonna keep it.
Are there, wait, on the wall with the chalk marks, are there any other names?
Are there any other names? Interesting. You note that your name is not there.
Boring.
I'm sorry, the lore drops that I give you aren't enough. You got too used to the spice. Now this is dull. It's too mild. All right, don't worry. I've got some stuff in store for you. Don't worry.
It's almost worse.
I'll give you spicy.
I'll give you spicy, motherfucker.
With a Scotch bonnet.
Okay. Are we moving on, party?
Mm-hmm.
Okie-dokie. Feel free to continue on down these halls. This is all cave. Like, none of this is really turned into anything more than cave. There are a couple of places where you've seen like cobbled stones, but really it's cave floor that people have like kind of chiseled away at, or placed kind of tiles over the top of cave floor haphazardly. You are aware, at least neurally, you are aware that you haven't really got into the enclave proper. This is kind of like the outer chambers. So as you start moving down southward along this corridor, it isn't surprising to you that things become slightly a little bit more put together. Now, the corridor at the far end, to the south side, is blocked off once again. It appears this time that this cave-in does appear like this has been kind of not... it's not a cave-in, like it's not something that has naturally occurred. It looks almost like there is a gaping claw mark in the stone next to where the cave-in has occurred. But to your west, there is a walkway that continues on.
Do I know what would be generally that way versus what we would encounter? I mean, I know I would, but like theoretically, like what it looked like before, what would be west versus what would be south?
You can roll me a history check to see if you remember. And this is not because this is a stupid thing for you to ask me a question for. You should live here. You lived here. You know what it is. It's because your memory of this place is being tainted.
Yeah. And it looks different.
Well, it does look different, yeah. To the south, you are... that is where you would have gone to bathe.
Okay.
There was a small source of flowing water that would come down from the mountaintop, and then it kind of has a kind of a dribble, kind of trickly stream that runs off and away. So the water wasn't too like stagnant. So it was a good place for washing, and it was there. Several like pools of water in there, that kind of thing. To your west, however, you remember what was to the west primarily because it was the kind of like the sneaky back entrance.
Oh.
As you will soon find out. But immediately before this spicy side entrance, you've got several sarcophagi.
Were they there before?
They were there before, yeah.
Oh.
There are 4 sarcophagi, each with plaques that appear to have been at least somewhat rubbed out. Hard to say what caused that rubbing out. But there is also a poem. There is a poem on a plaque in the wall itself. The sarcophagi have their own small little plaques. Sarcophagi have giant crystals, purple crystals that are growing out of them, kind of knocking aside the lid, like as if they're growing out of the corpse inside of it.
Oh.
Ew. Has any of the corpses come out because of said crystals?
Try to give me an investigation check.
Can I help?
Oh, go on.
Sure.
It's taking a while to load up.
Also, the
Go straight to the character sheet and no longer to that middle bit. Thank God. Sorry.
Oh.
what was the middle bit?
I don't know. I just,
Oh shit!
Wow.
First
Hell
roll
yeah.
of the game for Jack.
Fuck. Starting the year how I want to go on.
Christ. So it does not appear that the corpses have moved. They appear that they are still in there. They are mummified, desiccated, but still in one place. So you can't quite see very much of a kind of any characteristics of the mummy itself because they are kind of wrapped up. But what you notice is that the writing on the plaques appears to have been rubbed out purposefully. Like it's not some kind of spooky, mysterious, timey-wimey, memory-raising bullshit. It's someone has purposefully erased them.
Also, there's like almost like scratch or like eraser marks.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay.
And as you read them, you can see some of the names. It's difficult to work out for the majority of them. They all appear to be elders, so it's not like any old person's been given a sarcophagus here. But one of them is Elder June. The other four are hard to identify.
I'll say that name aloud because I mean, Hagu's not going to recognise it, but
Hmm.
Early might.
Parts of the poem that are etched into the wall as well are somewhat difficult to read for the the passing viewer, but given your good investigation roll, you've got access to the entire thing, top to bottom. Where is it? It says, "In her silver light I don my faith, within her moonlit waters I have bathed. Upon her gracious wisdom I depend, the tenets of her enclave I defend. To seek her light in each and everything, and ever of her praises we do sing. To never take her blessings without grace, and every humble being know their place. Beneath her starry sky we must proclaim, to dedicate our lives without refrain. That boons from star and moon will be restored, that those that steal her power be abhorred." You note, with a bloody 29, that last stanza, so the last four lines, are more...
Wait, stanza? I'm joking. Sorry, go on. That was a callback for like a year and a half ago.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. The last stanza, the last four lines, so beneath her starry sky we must proclaim, to dedicate our lives without refrain. The boons from star and moon will be restored, that those that steal her power be abhorred. That is more recently etched than the others.
I'm guessing after the calling it a cult. I'm guessing after the cult changed their ideas about. No, that
Possibly.
I forgot their name, but it was that one person who seemed to start,
Alrius.
AR, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Alrius.
Yeah.
Do we still have hush money on?
It's going to pretty much just have worn out.
They
Okay.
got like 10 minutes on it.
Don't worry, there's still extra stuff that you get with your 29 investigation.
Oh,
You rolled fucking high.
I already feel like I'm on a lot.
Hell yeah. I don't remember a June being alive.
There
with me.
are gonna be some more people in the Enclave than you had on your list.
Okay.
Part of it is going to be because of your poor memory. Part of it's going to be because I want there to be more people in there than you have on your list.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Do we know how old the Enclave is, as an aside? Like, is it a thing that was like fairly new, or has it been going on for like years?
You don't have a good estimate. at least nothing that I've given you has been a clear estimate. You know that Caspian Kinshire was involved in its founding. That's pretty much the best that you can get. So
it can't be that.
it depends on what your idea of like a long time is.
I'm thinking like decades.
With your high investigation check, you also find the remains of dried blood underneath the final stanza that spell out, "Remember this," with 3 question marks. You also see, tucked into an alcove on this kind of like bottom left. Can you see that where I'm highlighting there?
Yeah.
So there is an alcove in the wall where kind of like otherwise, if you hadn't like investigated, you wouldn't have seen this because it's kind of like tucked away behind the sarcophagus and in like a darkened corner is another individual, their hands strapped up behind them, facing the poem. They are very, very dead. They have some horns on them.
Like on them, as in like part of them, or on
They
them as
have
in like
horns.
they're holding them.
So they're a tiefling.
That is up to you to decide.
Oh, that's fair.
How old is the blood?
It's very difficult to say, but it's old enough that it has kind of dried up to the point of it having like flaked away. Like you can only see a small remnant of it. You only got it because you had a high investigation check.
Okay. It's a body here tied up, and there's blood on that poem at the bottom. It's quite ominous.
That looks like the other one, right? With the hands tied like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do I recognize this person at all?
You can roll me. I'm gonna say either a medicine or a history check.
Medicine, yeah, medicine. Mhm.
If I like tilt the corpse's like face in the light, could I be helping Neurally to remember?
Absolutely, yeah.
I tilt the corpse's head into the light.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of moonlight.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of moonlight. I mean, there isn't much light to be had here, but you guys are using. You had light on top of the walking stick, right? That was the idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I think it was on the pebble, so
Yeah,
it
it's
could
on the
be
pebble.
obscured, so we
Okay,
could like
sure.
flashlight it and hide it really easily.
Yes,
This is
right,
me.
right,
This is
right.
me covering up an imaginary pebble with my thumb. The pebble. For anyone who was wondering why I was going the pebble.
Okay. So with the 26, you are confident that this is Arisen Arlane.
Oh no.
So they were femme, non-binary, and very much dead, tied up and oriented to be looking at the poem. It doesn't look as if they were purposefully put there in order to like hide them out of sight. It just looks like the natural light of the cave made it difficult to see them. They were put there because it was just something about the features of the rock made it convenient to put them there.
Are their eyes open?
They are practically a skeleton.
Okay.
So there is some rotting flesh still there, not all the way on.
They
Their
let
eyes
our
are
music.
definitely not there.
She just kind of quietly says that.
Hmm.
Can't imagine why they would be facing the bloody thing specifically. That I can, like, out of character thinking, like, I don't imagine they would in particular have been super important, but maybe she just doesn't know.
Do they have like clothes on, like with pockets that you could like look in the pockets of, or
do they have any money on them? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. They do have some plain like cloth attire on them.
They have pockets that I could look through? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'll have
Roll
a
me
look.
investigation check.
I tilt the
Guidance.
corpse so the pockets are easier to get to.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
Well-
guidance you, so wait. I guidance you, so
Okay.
I said it.
15.
Oh, okay, yeah. Funnily enough, they do have something on them. They have a note of parchment.
I read the parchment.
The parchment appears to be some music, some scripture that's got some notes on it.
Do I recognize it?
You can roll me a history check to see if you remember it from your big old brain.
My guidance myself too.
Do we have any music instrument proficiencies in the group?
Oh,
I think I might. Oh God, I've forgotten how to do.
Tom got a cheeky
course.
smile on.
no, I've got to go through it now. Shit, what was it? It's the flute. If I play the flute, I'm proficient in using the xylophone.
In a different one. Makes sense, yeah.
I knew something had cropped up at some point.
That's so funny. So maybe there's a way that you would be able to read the music.
I think I'd have to be, by the sounds of it, playing the flute with the xylophone at the ready. That feels like the only way it would work, possibly.
Yeah, maybe.
That's quite loud.
And we just use the hush money.
Can't you just play it quieter?
We could just go outside and do it.
Good.
Are there any words, or is it just music?
There are words.
What are the words?
The words are, we come to the mountain to be close to the moonlight. And then there's a break. And then it says, waxing or waning, we still find her light. And that has a circle around it.
Yeah, they rhymed light with light.
Technically, they rhymed moonlight with light.
Yeah, I suppose.
Moonlight, one word.
Yeah.
It's a special kind of light, okay? Waxing or waning, we find her light. Are there any symbols in this like passageway of like waxing and waning moons?
Nope.
Okay.
Are any beams of moonlight?
Nope. It's pitch.
We're gonna have to play the instruments, aren't we?
Grace, everyone's a fucking critic. Not me trying to add some fucking music and poetry into the game to make things a bit more fun and engaging.
more
But that's fine.
Okay, listen, I'm loving it. I was poised to write down the poem, and then when it was long, I was like, I actually just want to listen to it. I don't want to miss anything. I'll get it later.
I can put that. Yeah, I can put that into the.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get the stuff prepped.
Okay. Do you have like
I'll get-
special like outfit you wear to?
Yeah, we can all turn around if you need to get changed.
It's just Haikyuu getting stuff off the shelf. Don't look at me. I'm not prepared.
I'm shy.
Are we
Yeah.
counting this as season 3, or are we still in season 2?
This is season 2.
Okay. Are we? I'm just
Season 3 doesn't start until probably after this.
Oh shit.
What, after this musical performance?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Interlude.
Play us out, Haikyuu.
Oh, I get like the bone flute in one hand. I place the xylophone on the ground. Well, I'll have to sort of lean over and crouch slightly. I've only gonna have one hand to play the xylophone, so I might need someone to hold the music sheet in front of me.
Okay, we can do that.
I'll hold the music up.
This
Also-
is such a roundabout way for one of us to temporarily get proficiency in music play.
Yeah, I'm like.
Also, this was in no way planned by me, by the way. I'd completely forgotten that you have a magical item that gives you proficiency in music for one item.
Yeah. But also, like, I don't necessarily have proficiency in the flute. So it's just like, you know those shitty recorder versions of stuff on YouTube? It's gonna be that and then the most beautiful xylophone sound. Trying to overpower it.
See, the beauty of it is that it doesn't specify what you have to be doing to play the flute, so you could literally just play one note and like
Yeah.
yeah.
Hypertexting is quite literally, so
Okay.
they're gonna be trying.
All right, that's fair. You know what? Go for it.
So, as you're reading the notation, you can see that it starts with an EEDE, but then the paper is ripped.
I really wish I'd gone ahead and we cast mending on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, we'll cast mending on it. I'm now the building bard.
Who needs to build a bear when you can have a build a bard?
Oh my god. Fucking hell. I don't want to give you this whole thing.
I don't have enough hands to do any of this.
So you having mended it, you can see that it goes EEDE-B.
All that for a B.
No, all that for an EEDE-B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll
E-Deb.
That B is that B is fundamental.
So I'll
Betty.
play the tune.
Time for bed.
Okay.
Do you think happen?
Oh, you wanted me to do something? Oh, there's nothing
No.
happens. Wait.
It tickles something in the back of Nuri's brain, like a song that she remembers from her youth. But
Could someone like say the words as I play this time?
E. Those ones?
If it tickles the back of my brain, do I remember the song now?
With the lyrics, you're like, oh, I know it's there somewhere, but you can't quite get it.
Okay.
Which is a nice little, reminiscent thing to have on you.
What if I put a bit more
Simpler
flair
time.
into it? Like a bit of a jazzy undertone.
Oh.
Well, it's more impressive, but it's also louder.
Shh.
Fuck.
Like he's getting too into it.
As you're playing, you see in the ground in front of you that there is a probably about 5 foot by 5 foot wide print in the debris and dust on the stonework that looks like a gigantic footprint. Doesn't actively place itself there whilst you're playing, but you are inspired by the music and you just happen to look up and see it.
I'm just going to, as silently as possible, pack everything away.
Maybe this is not for now.
And the words that were circled were waxing or waning, we still find her light.
Yes.
Is there any place that we've seen in here that's got some moon like coming through it?
No, it's been dark as shit.
How did you see in here? Was it always this dark?
No, but I can see when it's dark, so I guess I've never really thought about it.
Yeah.
When it was more in use, there may have been torches, and
Yeah.
perhaps some of these corridors that are currently filled with with other stuff had some light emitting device.
Yeah.
But for now, it's dark as
I
shit.
think I meant to, if I didn't say out loud, one of the things I thought of saying was it wasn't always like this. So I think I meant to say that and maybe didn't.
Nerly, do you remember any bits of spots of that moonlight would come through? Or was it just outside?
I'm sure we had plenty of moon roofs. Was there one around this area?
Not one close.
Not nearby. You know, the light was definitely always important. The moonlight was, but it's not everywhere. Cave, you know.
You should have had a series of highly polished mirrors in like the corners of the corridors. Could have bounced it all around.
Mhm.
You didn't have an artificer in the enclave, did you?
As nice as that would have been, it's probably better that you weren't there to do that.
Hi, Mugu.
Hi, Miku.
Hello.
What do I remember about June? Elder June.
Roll me a history check.
Ba-dum, 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 bum. I also like to think that she has to roll a history check so often because she was even sheltered within the enclave a
She
bit.
was. She
so,
was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, it clearly is evidence.
yeah, you can't remember her name at all.
Is there anything else like right down the end?
There is
What's right down the end?
a cave that continues on to the south.
Oh. Nothing related then.
That's where the baths are. Or where they were.
No, the baths were to the south in this part,
Oh, JK.
but that's you can't access there. So
Gotcha.
to your left/south is where you would continue.
What was this way narrowly?
What is that way?
Thanks, Docs. What was up there? That was a staging area. So that would be where, for the most part, you would be. I mean, I should have got you to roll a history check.
Yep.
You roll a history check.
Okay.
See if I have to bother. Damn it. Yeah, it was a staging area. So you'd have like any caravans that came in past the point of the initial staging area with like the trading and stuff. This is where you'd set up your business.
Just kind of like an area for anyone who wasn't trusted enough to come further in than before. They didn't let a lot of people in, but we needed supplies sometimes. So
It was a bit like a general courtyard stuff, which is why it's kind of like adjacent to the kids' play area sort of deal.
And the graves, you know, next to the play area.
These aren't graves; they're sarcophagi
I
of noted personnel.
It's really significant. I was just teasing.
Kids used to climb up with them.
No, this is the play area.
Well, we'll see. To your south, this is the aforementioned super sneaky entrance. This is a raised piece of kind of an alcove that is maybe 20 feet up. So this is otherwise fairly hidden because at the end of this short kind of corridor, you see that there are kind of big crates, a few chests, and especially kind of like tanning kind of apparatus with some kind of leather work that's kind of still been left up and out to dry. The only other way that like this really was kind of like a secret way in and out, mostly used by the kids. They weren't even 100% sure that the adults knew about it, to be honest. And the only way that you could get up was thanks to these kind of crates and boxes and all that kind of stuff. These were primarily used by Priscilla, who you have all met, or not all, but you know, vast majority of you have met Priscilla.
And where does that secret entrance lead out to? Because there was one on the other side too, right?
Yeah, so this leads you closer to the main entrance of the actual enclave.
Okay.
Is this the other end of the one that we saw collapsed on the way in?
No.
Oh, that was the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
So many
there's
sneaky entrances.
Yeah. Caves. But this will just take us back out to the beginning.
No. This to the south of you here takes you down to the actual enclave. Like you're not in it yet. This is
Oh, I see what
the
you're saying. I see what you're
entrance
saying.
caves. You're not in the main complex yet.
Yeah, so
I haven't seen
delete
its
what
final
she
form.
didn't just say what she just said.
Delete everything I just said. Backspace,
Yeah.
backspace.
This might be a good way to make it further in because it seems like a lot of the main paths are blocked off.
Okay.
But it's a little tricky to get up there.
Mhm.
Well, actually, it's probably not tricky for most of you to get up there. Hikes up her dress and starts climbing.
At the top of this alcove is a surprisingly small kind of tunnel, really, more than anything. It's it's cramped in that it's probably about 4 foot high by 4 foot wide. This doesn't look like something that people would use comfortably as a way to get in and out otherwise, so it's almost certainly not the primary entrance and exit for this system of caves. It is dark as heck up here. It's all right for some of you, but yeah, surprisingly dark as heck. You're all welcome to travel on down there. How's Haiku getting up?
Well, I got the winged boots.
So you're just gonna.
Yeah, it's more getting through that tunnel. I think might have to crawl.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
The rest of you moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. As you start
I
to
might stay
crawl through here.
behind Haiku. Just
Good
in
call.
case they need a shove.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, Randall offers. Jesus.
I wonder if everyone who has dark vision, when they close their eyes, sees gray instead of black.
We'll never know. As you're so who's going first? Ora's going first.
Sure. Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
Nugget?
By me. Not on this
Alright,
map,
so
but
it's-
he's by me.
Oro, Nugget, Nurily, Haiku, Randall.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As you're
I'm going to be first one like picked off and no one's going to notice.
as you're moving through the tunnel, some of you it's standing height. For the rest of you, it's kind of uncomfortably slouched or crouched over. You, Oro, stumble across some skeletal remains about where you are right now.
Whoa, is this always here, Durley?
No. Does it look like an adult or a child?
This looks like a young adult.
Mm-hmm. I'll try to like sneak up, not sneak, but like scooch in next to Nugget and get a look at it, see if I can tell who they are.
This skeleton is in extremely poor condition. They, you suspect, maybe came in with the Purple Dragon Knights. They have some tattered armor remains on them. The vast majority of their skeleton is melted by acid.
Here it is again.
Right.
I don't know them. Probably a knight.
Jesus. Okay, well. Is this like a little like river in front of me, or?
No, that is as you start moving forward, you hear the thunderous steps of a creature in a hallway above you.
Oh.
It steps and small bits of kind of stony, pebbly debris kind of fall from the roof above you,
Safe.
revealing the presence of a greater evil somewhere in the
Are there
context
any
of
We're
it.
in
claw marks?
a very cramped tunnel, and there's like pebbles and stuff being shaken free from the ceiling of the incredibly cramped tunnel.
Yep.
Great.
Like we do the I don't y'all probably never had to do those, but like the earthquake drills where you have to like get under your desk and put your hands over your head or
Nope.
whatever.
Nope,
Yeah,
we
we
do
had to do
those.
those. Instinctively covering her head. little
As
bit of a
you
shiver.
move further forward through this this tunnel system, you find more and more evidence of melted skeletal carcasses. Some of them have kind of half melted shields, weapons with them, and above one of them is a kind of a bloody, dried script. It's difficult to read what it says.
I'll guidance whoever wants to give it a shot. I'm
I'm
not
good
good
at
at investigating
reading.
things.
Well, there's no way you're getting past me in this tunnel.
True.
How wide is the tunnel?
As I said, about 4x4.
Ah, that you could squeeze by.
Maybe not haiku.
Maybe not.
What is the shape of a tunnel? Is it like square, or is it like
Turtle shaped.
a tube?
it's kind of it's craggy. Some points square, some points tube, some points whatever. It's
Yeah,
it's a,
you
it's a
ain't
cave.
getting around.
Well, just go
I'll-
past then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I
that
also
means I
wonder,
can't
are there any
guidance
claw
you.
marks in this tunnel?
You can absolutely give it a look. Give me an investigation check.
Can I help whilst I'm going through at the front?
Yeah. There are all sorts of markings along the walls, but you're not that familiar with kind of like geology, caveology, spelunking. I don't know,
Dragon
whatever.
claws.
Yeah, so it's hard for you to really decipher.
Okay.
But you note that this is a long tunnel, and someone in here died of acid.
Yeah. I was just trying to work out if it had come down through here or whether it was like a came in from one end kind of deal, you know?
Oh, we're not in the acid shoot, are we?
That's what I was worried about.
Ah,
Although we don't think this dragon is an acid dragon, right?
Yeah, I mean, not from what we've experienced with it.
I hope not, else my tattoo's not going to get used again.
Would you like to
Yeah,
do
I
a
think-
perception check to try and read what the writing is, Randall?
I would.
Can I manage to fit my arm around Haiku enough to guidance Randall?
We can high five.
I'll
over
allow it.
Haiku.
I'll allow
High
it.
five.
I
Guidance
reckon
5.
so.
Can I help?
No, not where you are.
I could be reading it out. Look, this first one looks like an A.
You got 3 people between you.
Words of
Oh, well,
encouragement.
I mean, you got a 20, so you're okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
good.
It does say you cannot hide from loss.
It says you can't hide from loss.
Jeez,
Not foreshadowing or anything.
I miss the circus.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And this was what was written in blood next to one of the corpses.
Yeah.
Where's that? Yeah. Mhm.
As you are moving through this cave system, Randall, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Oh, not another one.
You hear a kind of like a deep exhale from the end of the cave behind you.
Ugh.
And the tome speaks and
Okay.
says, Randall, we are in grave danger. I do not only fear for you and your safety. I am hoping that you will find the sense to utilize my power when I give it to you.
Let's just focus on this dragon, please.
That is what I'm referring to.
I overhear Randall say this.
You tell me,
yeah.
Randall.
Yeah, I don't think he is trying to hide it as much.
Oh, yeah, it's the book again, isn't it, Randall?
Yeah, we're in grave danger apparently. Also, I heard something try and breathe down the corridor. They should probably keep moving.
be fair, the book saying we're in grave danger isn't that knowledgeable. It feels like we're almost always in grave danger.
That's a fair point.
We're in a cramped tunnel with acid-melted bodies.
Yeah.
Congratulations, book.
Big stops.
Oh god.
Yeah, I did hear like the whole breath thing at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, that's concerning.
Was it
Is it-
behind
is it-
us? I assume. Yeah, it came from like behind us.
Go
Wait.
forwards as quick as possible.
It wasn't your book?
I don't think so. I think the two things happened at the same time.
Okay, time to go. Time to go.
Yeah, go forwards as quick as possible.
Crawl
Yeah.
faster.
Okay. Can you all roll me some initiative checks, please?
No.
Not for a fight, not for a fight, just
Okay,
in
okay,
general.
okay.
Just to see who scrabbles over who first.
Yeah. Okay. Let's roll. Can I have one for Nugget too, please?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh
Initiative
no.
roll, Ever.
We die from getting trampled by Haiku.
No. Don't let the only good initiative roll I've ever had.
At least you have Haiku to block whatever comes down here for you.
I could be like a
Like
cog.
basically got a shield.
I mean, when I go into my shell, my armor is quite high.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm going to
It's going to be a
require.
round-shaped scorch mark against the back of Haiku's shell.
You know what? No, I can't. The dice have said. The dice have spoken.
No, you can speak both of them.
I would like everybody to make a. God, 1 second. I can't remember. I can't figure out which.
Not the D word.
Suspense.
Not the D
Just
word.
call for BRB now.
Surely it's a charisma save that you're looking for, surely.
Strength save.
Int. This is definitely a time for int.
What's your highest save?
Probably
Oh, I'm
this.
sure it's Dex, yeah.
There he is.
Wait, which one did none of us have then? Constitution.
It is dexterity.
No, I have Constitution as well.
I would like everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, that's
Okay.
I have that.
Oh shit.
Okay. Canal, that's 3 saves. That's 1 fail. That's 2 fails.
What?
17.
Rift.
Okie dokie. Is how many D what? That's a lot of those.
That's a lot of those. Oh,
A lot of D2s.
I have a
Coins.
feeling we're about to find out whether it's going to be acid or necrotic.
Yeah, that's maybe fucking hell. Okay.
Maybe we won't find out.
All
Or
right.
maybe it won't be relevant.
So,
I could be going to the acid chute.
the amount of damage that comes billowing down this corridor from the nostrils and the gaping maw of whatever creature was at the other end of that tunnel is raw 44 points of damage. Anyone who successfully saved, so that is Nurali, Randall, and Oro, you take half damage.
Is this something I can evade?
It is an area of effect. I'm going to
So
allow
yes.
it. Simply
For Dex
because I
save versus
haven't.
AoE.
Yeah. I simply haven't previously said that you've got a disadvantage against that because you're in a cramped scenario.
How much raw damage was that again, please, Tom?
44 points.
44.
44 points of raw damage.
And what type of damage was it?
So that is necrotic damage.
Okay. So I only take 11 points of damage.
And Haiku takes half damage.
Could I use my reaction to use my tattoo.
Yep.
Okay. Because I have it. So you can use your action to gain immunity against that instance of damage, and you regain a number of hit points equal to half the damage you would have taken.
Wonderful.
So
It's gonna be very useful.
instead heal for 22.
Hell yeah.
So the entire of this corridor gets filled with this searing blackness that pours and billows over your skin, starts to burn away and necrotizes the tissues there, giving you just horrible black lumps on your skin. And as it does so, some of you are able to instead turn that energy into health.
Yes. Oh no, it's not half it again, is it? It doesn't affect.
So you take. Oh yeah, if you got evasion.
If you got evasion, and you succeed, you take no damage.
Oh. So.
Yeah.
I need to drag Nugget onto the scene.
And then if you failed, you would take half damage with evasion still.
Yeah.
And don't forget that we all had 17 hit points, like temporary hit points from my.
Oh, that's what that.
my
Oh
chat.
yeah, shit. Oh, okay. I don't feel quite so bad about that then. The initiative was to determine whether or not you got to this next room before the billowing pain came rolling down the corridor. And I got a crit on my initiative roll, so everyone got hit by it.
Suspicious.
Yeah,
a lot of crits.
I would like to see this crit, Tom.
He's doing it.
I'm doing it.
That was a joke. Please. It was a jape. I'm not going to open it now.
I wanted to hide the.
Oh,
the
that could be
modifier.
any crit.
I had to hide the modifier.
Oh yeah, that's just for number 20.
Well, I could do it again, but I'd have to scribble all over it to get rid of the modifiers, and that's a lot of work. So I'm not going to.
I'm not sure that it's come up too many times that this has been this obvious. And Nerly did manage to like press herself against the wall in such a way to like help herself, but if anyone were to like look around and do like an assessment of everyone, she just kind of has like a bit of soot on her face, like just a little bit of like a black mark, and is like fine other than that. Which is like, not her typical reaction to being attacked in combat. It's usually like 2 swings and you're down.
It's that sweet extra temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Tanking a significant amount of damage there.
That and I have resistance to necrotic damage, which I don't think has been like spoken aloud in like an in-character way, so... This is probably like the first time it would have been noticeable to anyone if they were paying attention that like just didn't really.
All I see is the back of Haiku.
Yeah, I turned around and I see that Nugget's like singed as fuck, but Nerly's mostly fine. I'm like, something's going on.
Yeah. That's not.
You hide
that's
behind
not
Nugget.
Right. Maybe that is how I managed to pass the deck save. Cowering behind the giant bat. Do I know what is off? Like, so the stuff came down this side, right? What is over here?
That is a whole new chamber.
Ooh.
Lovely little chamber you could be exploring. You see just about that there is kind of a crystalline wall in there. You'd have to get in there to explore a bit more.
All right.
Can you move up, please, Haiku?
Yeah.
I want to get out of the tunnel, please.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
You hear a kind of a guttural rumbling as the creature behind you seems to be preparing for a second breath.
Oh, it's behind us, not in front of us.
Oh no, yeah, it came from where the sound of the exhaling creature was behind Randall. This room is a small chamber. The walls around, instead of being, stone, are entirely corrupted moonstone. What you see here are, in amongst, kind of discarded belongings, you see some old satchels and toys that have been left behind by kids decades ago, are just reflections of yourselves. But there's something off about each of them.
No.
Whenever you see a reflection in D&D, you know it's a bad move.
What do we
Haiku.
look like? Oh.
Yeah.
You see yourself, not a single item on your shell.
I don't like that. Ready on. I sort of like pat my shell just to double check everything's there.
Oro, you can't see Nugget in the reflections. Neurally, you see yourself with the same wings that Priestess Code had. Blackened, decaying, featherless.
No.
Randall, you see yourself with no eyes in your sockets.
Ah!
You see the grimoire at your hip, flaring with magical power, crackling with arcane energies. Its sigils on the front page crackling between purple and a light blue as ripples course across it. And you hear a voice. You see what potential we have together, Randall.
Me having no eyes.
But look what power you have!
But I can't see.
You can see more than you know. You do not need eyeballs.
I kind of do.
No.
They've served me well.
Did you not previously see with a bandage across your eyes?
Yeah.
We could do that again, Randall.
But I couldn't see very far.
No, you could see eternity. You and me, Randall, we have many places to go, many secrets to uncover. You know when to unlock your potential. You will see it.
Or
Your
will I?
party and
I
your
have the
friends
eyes.
will need you. In order to defeat this evil, you will require my aid. You will see.
We'll see. No. I'll see. Well, I will see because I still have eyes.
Fuck off, Slav Shah! That's funny.
Do we see each other's reflection?
Yes.
Oh, Randall, no.
I feel like mine is worse than the rest of yours.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Nearly sobbing.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't need to rank them.
literally- Yeah.
I just agree that they're all bad in their own ways for each of us.
Tempting Daddy Casimir is the best Casimir. Was I able to? I can't remember this. Nearly would remember. Have I tried to purge the corrupted, like cleanse the corrupted moonstones before? Because we've seen them a couple
yes,
times
you have,
now.
Yeah.
And was I able to do it?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. I think that was when we found out that like it started to work for a second, but then it was like, nope. Source of the curse is ongoing.
Like refreshing itself constantly.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anything up here? Any little items? Little investigation, maybe?
Roll me a little investigation if you like.
I nudge Haiku and go, Haiku, do you want to help me look for stuff whilst they're doing that?
Yeah,
Guidance.
Yeah, go on then.
Thanks.
Oh, you
No.
do find something.
You do.
Nearly. Could you describe which of your childhood toys has been found by Oro?
Okay. How old was I? Question for you. How old was I when they realized I was an Aasimar, or did they know all along?
So you don't know the answer to that question.
No. That's fair. Okay, if you can't, that was an out of character question.
Yeah.
I feel like she would have had a little rag doll that had wings on it, but wouldn't have understood exactly
Sure.
what that meant.
Okay.
And maybe it was because she made it and she saw it in a dream, and maybe it was because they gave it to her because they knew, whichever is more appropriate. But it's like a very, like you've seen the kid's favorite stuffed animal that is like flat and smushed and like super well worn. It's that. But it's like
Does
a
it
little
have a
girl with a
name?
dress on. I probably would have named it Sarah or something like that because of no, because I didn't know the name.
But it could have been like eerily close.
Yeah, I think I would have named it Sarah. Especially as a kid, I feel like you would I don't know. Children are always more receptive to dreams and stuff, so I feel like she would have had knowledge that she would have forgotten as she aged, that she might have known when she was younger.
Sure.
More connected to her roots or something. Yeah, so it
That's
would
what
have
you
been
find,
named
alright?
Sarah.
And this little doll.
Nearly just she's been
already
crying a
sobbing.
little
I'm
bit,
like,
looking
oh,
at her.
no.
Yeah. And she just kind of reaches over and touches it. Is it been
all,
damaged
dusty.
from the battle?
No,
or is
not
it
really.
just-
No, not really.
Okay. So it's
It seems
pretty
to have
well
been a little
preserved.
bit of a safe sanctuary place.
At the children's hideaway where they put their toys. Oh, maybe she made it in secret because she saw it in a dream, but then somehow felt like she wasn't supposed to. No one was supposed to see it, so she kept it over here and
Kept
hid
over
it
here. Yeah, not in your bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll reach out and I'll kind of take it and look at it and have this moment of realization of why. And this is my favorite doll that I made for myself.
Oh.
When I was a kid.
Wow.
Her name's Sarah.
Oh.
I forgot about her. Kind of makes a lot of sense in retrospect.
Oh my god, Adam. Why would you say
Yeah,
something
that's what I was like. That's exactly what it was. Had an imaginary friend that would play with her in her dreams, but it was her mom all along.
Why would you say that?
Because he was saying out loud what I was thinking.
Oh.
I'm gonna take it with me. Ooh,
Sure.
no. It's been safe in here, so I'm gonna leave it in here for now.
Okay.
I can keep it safe if you want. And not in a Haiku will take it and keep it where Haiku will actually keep it safe for you.
Or in the bag of holding.
Oh.
Holding.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, we'll put it in the bag. I hand it over. I forget who has the bag of holding right now.
It's Randall.
Randall. Okay. I'm gonna give her a little squeeze first. Hand her off.
Okay. Well, seems we can't do anything about our reflections, I imagine.
We can not become them.
True. Right, Randall?
That would be nice.
Okay. I want to have a peek back up the corridor as we're
Sure.
going back down. A sneaky peek.
Roll me a perception check. And a stealth check.
We still have our Pass Without Trace on, right? How long does Pass Without Trace last?
When did you cast it?
Like at the
Right
start.
before we
4
went
weeks
in.
ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
4
Weeks
weeks.
ago. Is it still not good?
I think it lasts for an hour or two.
Well, that's plus 10. If you are you having the thing on or no?
I tell me how long it lasts. I can't remember how long it lasts. I know it's a long time.
An hour.
I will allow it for this one. It's wearing off.
Okay. Is a 19 okay?
A 19's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
As you poke your head around the corner, it looks like the tunnel is empty.
I want to listen for any like breaths.
Can't hear anything.
Okay, I think we should carry on down this corridor, but quick, fast, and quiet.
Can do one
Silent
of those
hand
things.
gestures.
I want to go here and like. Okay, but I want to look how far I have to go down, and then be like, okay, we only need to go like X amount of feet, and then we're like at least out of a straight line away from it. I'm trying to hype everyone up. Be like, we just need to be really fast around this corner.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we can do it.
Oh, right.
Go, go, go. Wah, wah.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, yeah.
You speed
yeah,
along.
Yeah.
No.
You
Yeah.
find yourself.
I'm in the wall. And I went too fast.
A horrible accident.
You find yourself at the end of the corridor. This
I'm
is
not
not
behind Heike
quite
now. Oh, no.
as oh no. Someone else gets the view. This is not quite what it appears on the map. This is at the end of a corridor. You see a kind of like a vertical passage up into what looks like a kind of like a stone chamber, a small stone chamber. It's very cramped. I'm talking. Essentially, what you're doing is you're looking up into the bottom of a sarcophagus. At the bottom, the walls are graffitied with chalk. What kind of graffiti would have a young Neroli written?
Oh, little childish poems about Selene and like little like crescent moons and stars and like eyes.
Well, that's what the inside of this this small cave entrance looks like before it leads up to big arrow pointing up. I like to think that along this entire like tunnel, there have been little bits of chalk, like arrows that have been kind of pointing just in case a kid comes up here and like gets worried they don't know their way out. It's just it's up here, don't worry, kind of like a reassuring like pointer.
Very
Up
much
into-
like kids' secret playhouse, like
Yeah.
treehouse kind of thing, where there's like a specific way up and like a knock and stuff like that.
Yeah. To your knowledge, when you were here, no adults came in here. But at the end of this tunnel, you see this kind of this vertical climb up into what looks like a sarcophagus. You can see that the back of the sarcophagus is missing a lot of its wall. So you could probably climb up a couple of feet and then kind of snake your way out. And that would lead you into the next chamber. But before we do that, should we have a bio break?
Good plan.
I
Yeah.
have a
Yes.
piece of paper.
It's bio break time. If you're unfamiliar with our streams, our bio breaks don't last that long, which is about as long as we need them to be. Probably no more than 5 minutes. As we refill our drinks or stretch or empty our bladders. I
All of the
encourage you to do the same. And we'll come back and chat before we start playing again shortly. Hopefully we can position the do good penis. It might still be mirrored. I don't feel bad about it.
They're still mirrored. But you get the ood doog penis, which is better. You're gonna get some ads in the meantime as well. I'm not prepared at all. Goodbye, go stretch. Do all the stuff.
Hello. No, it's not the do-good cock, it's the do-good penis, very specifically. The do-good cock is actually some kind of chicken. Very different things.
Wait, what's very different things?
Someone called the do-good penis the do-good cock, and I was explaining that the do-good cock is actually a chicken and not a penis.
You're so wise.
Yep.
Yeah, Tom wanted his camera to be mirrored. My camera's also mirrored. Because in Discord it shows me the wrong way around and it drives me absolutely insane. I'm a completely different person if I'm mirrored. I don't like it.
Ugh.
Shark Lube. What an incredible username that is. How are you allowed that? That feels like something Twitch would be like, no, you can't say that.
I mean, lube isn't inherently rude. Could be lube made out of sharks. Not necessarily made for sharks. Hello.
Hello.
What the fuck? Excuse me?
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Right.
Tamagotchi's upset.
Pay attention to
Didn't hear
me.
that you were talking about his big teeth.
It's not the big teeth one.
Oh,
I have a
bit
beautiful...
jealous because it has no teeth.
Maybe. Oh, it's evolving.
Didn't know they were Digimon.
It's adorable. Please, please, I beg of you. No, she's so
Aww.
cute.
Is it a spaniel?
It's just a bit like a spaniel. Milk-chi. Milk-chi. She pooped.
Of course.
We should focus quicker. I just want you to focus quicker. She's
Focus on the
shy.
poop.
We want to see the poop. Show the people the poop.
I have to rush the way I eat this cream egg so it's not too sexual.
Thank you.
Or do you normally like? No, I'm not even gonna go there. You know what? That's
You know what? Never mind.
If we weren't on stream, I would have very explicitly.
yeah.
What if people in the chat were to suddenly give loads of bits to some of the sexy sound alerts, and you'd be, you'd be inclined to change how you're eating it?
Chat?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, this new Tamagotchi is coloured. It's so good. I'm just giving it a shit ton of jelly beans right now, so it's happy. Just like real life.
That, whoever gave that to you must be a really excellent gift giver.
Tom gave it me for Christmas, can you tell?
What?
Wow, never would have guessed.
I was going to say something about sharks, but decided to comment on the cute Tamagotchi instead.
Oh my god, a Tamagotchi? Whoever gave that to you must be an excellent gift giver.
Oh my God,
I put my headphones back on first and was trying to like pull my desk forward, and I was like, "This will be funny." Also, look at how yummy! I made some blueberry rolls. Look how yummy that turned out.
Whoa.
That's good.
It's like a cinnamon roll, but with blueberry instead.
Oh, hell
Eat
yeah.
up blueberries.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
We're back.
We good to go?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
back. Excellent.
From outer
There we go.
space.
All right, so you're going to be climbing out of this sarcophagus into a whole new world.
Wow. Reborn.
I'm not gonna sing it. I'm not gonna sing it. I'm not gonna sing it.
Oh, you.
Yes. New
I'm
bard.
just going to move you for the
Still the
sake of
bard.
ease. Okay.
Thank you. What kind of Crocs do you think Aura would wear? Oh shit, they'd always be in sport mode. Sure. That's a great prompt.
What kind of
What kind
Crocs?
of Crocs would each of our
What
characters wear?
specifically Oro, or you'll have to answer.
Oh,
And
no.
do they have any of those croc charms you can buy on them?
Yes.
Okay, you know what's really funny? I didn't know that that was a thing at all until one of the ASM artists that I watched to go to sleep at night did a whole video that involved the Crocs and the charms, and she called them gibbets. And I was like,
Yeah, that's what they're called. They're called gibbets. That's like
They're called gibbets?
Yeah, that's
has
Yeah.
no
I
one
like that.
heard of the term giblets? That is so close
Yeah,
to giblets.
that's
Like,
immediately what I was like. That's very close. That's why I don't like it.
Well, they're actually the off-cuttings of all the failed crocs made into.
Wow.
It's funny.
Your sister
Okay.
has the Lightning McQueen Crocs.
Yeah,
Queen shit.
Yeah, one of the boyfriends got it.
lightning queen shit.
Lightning Queen shit. Damn.
Wow.
We're done now, Tom. You can carry on.
Okay, just checking. Just waiting.
Was this
Okay.
sarcophagus empty, or did we have to like wiggle our way through around a dead
It was so
body?
it was empty. It was empty.
Okay,
My God.
Yeah, well, it is
I'm
now.
just imagining how jaded all these children would have needed to have been like, I can slide through that. This is fine.
it was empty. In front of you is a large antechamber. This is covered in gold and silver etched effigies of Selune in various forms. Some she is guiding travelers, in others she is kind of observing and overlooking, studying students, and some of them she is fighting Shah. You see her kind of in battle with a mysterious, kind of cloaked, dark figure. All of these kind of etched effigies to the goddess are in some way defaced. Many of which have large kind of claw marks through them.
I bet the Shar one's not defaced, is it?
It is not defaced.
Uh-huh.
At the far side of this room, with the head where that star is the skeleton of an adult dragon. Its head is where that star is, and its kind of mangled body is along the southern wall, with its tail going up towards the kind of western corridor, northwestern corridor. So it takes up a lot of space. It is the skeletal remains of the dead dragon. You can tell with some confidence that this was a black dragon. Primarily because many of its scales are still on it. So it is the rotting carcass more so than a skeleton. Most of its flesh has been eaten away, but many of its scales still remain, as well as its teeth and horns. You can see that there is a pooled, corrosive, acidic kind of puddle almost that has burned its way into the stone beneath its jaw. On the eastern side of this room, where this circle is that you're currently standing, is a large set of double doors that are made of stone. In the center of these two stone doors is an acidic, burned away circle that could just about maybe allow the entry of a adult black dragon, but it would be a tight fit. Around the body are dozens of bodies, many of whom have purple dragon knight armor on, regalia, but also there are many that do not. Those that do not appear to die primarily next to the two doors, as if almost they were trying to get into the doors when they were killed. The vast majority of the dead bodies here are mostly burned away by acid.
I was about to say something, and my brain goes, "The room where it happened," and I'm like, no.
How skeletal are these corpses?
So they are rotten away, not all the way. So some of the flesh remains. The same goes for the dragon itself. There are a few areas where there is just necrotized, decaying flesh. It's not entirely skeletal.
I hate to ask this again. Can I search through any pockets on the corpses?
Yeah, investigate.
I'll help you.
Honestly, like if we were playing with any other D&D group, that would be the first sentence that came out of anyone's mouth. And it surprises me that it's taken you that long to get to the mindset where you're like, I gotta start looking through people's pockets.
I usually do it. It's just because we're in a dungeon. It feels like I'm saying it every 5 seconds. Can I search the pockets of these corpses? It's just like
fair point.
Oh, I'm gonna use a point of luck to reroll. Okay. If I
Guidance.
use a point of luck to reroll an advantage roll, does it reroll 2? Or does it reroll just 1?
I guess it would reroll 2, wouldn't it?
I thought it was just roll.
Yeah, we'll just reroll once.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. We'll take the leftmost one, which is 22.
And a D4.
And a guidance. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh my god. Hell yeah. Okay. So you looking in the room for valuable things, or are you looking specifically in the corpse's pockets?
Can I do both?
You can certainly do both. Yeah.
Both.
Both. So as you are investigating the remains, you feel like a weird presence. At first, it feels almost familiar. Like you remember the sensation of the ethereal butterflies that you saw the last time when you were outside. The Shadowfell butterflies that were kind of out and about.
Moths.
The moths.
Oh, the moths. Yeah. I was like, am I thinking about butterflies?
Sorry, moths.
I mean, it's very close.
Yeah, that you felt you kind of like when they landed on you, you would just almost imperceptibly feel there was some presence with you, and you kind of reminisce and feel a similar sensation. As you are investigating the bodies, you find a couple of gold pieces here and there, so maybe about 10 gold pieces on the bodies of the knights. You find a lot of broken and battered armor, melted weaponry. You find one arrow.
Useful.
That looks very reminiscent of some of the arrows that you have on your person already.
Oh. The dragon slaying arrows?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Convenient.
Okay. Pocket that.
I was
Seems
wondering if
likely
you had
that
any of those.
people who were going to come and kill a dragon would maybe bring dragon killing weapons.
Yeah.
It's not like a big stash of those in the corner or something, is it?
No. You also know, as you're poking around some of these remains, that actually you could sell dragon scales for quite a pretty penny. And on investigation, you reckon there's probably about 500 gold's worth of dragon scales still in good condition on the remains of the dragon in front of you.
Can I do a mama check to make sure that isn't my mama?
You can certainly do a mama check. It will be a free mama check because this is a black dragon.
Okay.
This is not a moonstone dragon.
That's all right.
You can take the scales.
Yeah, we can take the scales. That's fine.
Oh, thank God. I've been holding back the entire time.
Jesus.
You can use a luck point to roll during disadvantage. Roll 3 d20s and pick which one you want, allowing you to turn disadvantage into super advantage.
Oh.
What? Fuck that.
Wow.
Second best roleplay. Interesting. How do you feel about that, Tom? How do you?
I would go with an Adam ruling because there's no fucking way that you're going to turn a disadvantage into suddenly a supremely good roll.
Okay. So you can just
I
roll.
mean, you can only do it 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter because you never use a lucky. It's fine, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So this is definitely not adrenaline. And as you are thinking those thoughts to yourself, and Oro is pilfering through the pockets and eyeing up the remains of the dead dragon, you hear another. Respectfully, it's fine. Yeah. You hear a surprisingly loud breath of air from somewhere above you in the darkness that is unusually black, and the light spell that you had on your pebble goes out.
Eek.
Do we all hear that or just Oro?
You all do.
I'm gonna grab
Can
Randall.
you switch my pebble back on, pebble back on, please?
In a second. We're still kind of like over here in this area, right? I'm gonna grab Randall since he can't see. And the sarcophagus has a lid, right? It's just not.
Lid, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just not all the way on. I'm gonna push him in there since he can't see.
Yep,
And then I'll try.
You fall down several feet into the corridor below.
I've got monk falling.
Yeah.
Haiku also can't see.
Yeah.
Oh, I always forget that turtles don't
Thank
have dark
you.
vision. It just seems like they should, you know? Like,
I mean, everyone but humans, am I right?
apparently
And
not.
elves.
Oh, and I guess halflings also don't have dark vision, do they? Damn, just no one
It's
ever
stupid.
plays
It's
with
because
halfling.
it's so sunny where we come from. We just don't need it.
You're right. Yeah.
That's fair.
You know, we're not a cave dwelling peoples.
Yeah, I was gonna go after Randall in the if this thing's gonna breathe again, then I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way, and then if I can make it down there.
I
before
mean,
that
you
happens,
feel
great.
a sense of lingering dread, but nothing has leapt out the shadows at you.
I'm back down. I climbed down. Just for a moment,
Sure. Oro, Nugget, Haiku, are they left outside on the above ground?
I start pulling Haiku.
This is full Lethal League. Lethal Company, not Lethal League. Lethal Company shit. Like a noise happens and everyone just fucking looks after themselves. They're like, move, 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 move.
Would it be
Not
unwise?
everyone.
Would it be unwise to just start firing upwards into the darkness?
Is that what Haiku would do? Yeah, would be. Yeah.
The thing is, we've not really got anywhere else to go.
You got the big doors behind you.
Well, there's
Yeah.
them, but if we go back down the sarcophagus, we're just funneling ourselves into this tiny little hole to get, melted in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also
Whereas you
can't
get melted
see
in-
this door because it's pitch black.
Yeah, you can't see shit.
What is it? Is it so dark that I've lost all sense of orientation?
Oh my god, Haiku gets vertigo.
No.
Imagine.
Roll a Constitution check, I guess.
Hmm.
Can I see anything?
Goblins have got dark sight.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
you
not
can
like.
see. Well, I mean, you can see the
magical.
room.
Right.
I think I'm very constitute.
You're okay. Yeah.
Very constituted.
You can tell by where
Constituted.
everything's dangling which way down is from all of your stuff on your shelves.
Yeah.
Your proprioception is fine.
Let's start firing upwards then.
Sure. So you're gonna use one of your charges of your pistol.
Use a spell slot to get a new one, yeah.
Yeah. Spell slot. You're gonna start firing into the air,
Yeah.
cowboy style.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. You're gonna shoot what? Just generally up into the ceiling.
Upwards, angling a little bit,
All right. Okay. As you shoot up into the kind of the misty darkness of the ceiling above, Oro, no, you cannot see into this darkness. It is unusually dark. You see the bullets kind of like ting off of the roof and clattered against the floor.
Down.
And the like there's like a smoky darkness up there that almost parts for a second and then kind of constitutes. Whatever the fuck was up there is not currently up there.
I relight the pebble.
Oh, thank you.
Climb back up.
Could
Sorry
I,
about that.
could I like pick like a piece of like rubble off the floor, cause it to light up with my artificer magic, and just like throw it as high as I can?
Yeah, so the roof of this is about 40 foot high, so it's going to be quite a throw.
It's only need a little pebble, doesn't it?
Yeah, all right, sure. The light goes up and up and up, and kind of as it hits the darkness, it comes back down, and it no longer has light on it.
Okay.
It's going to be awkward.
Like, we're gonna end up running into a situation with this dragon where they unleash a darkness that puts your lights out.
That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Is it just magical light? Or is it all light?
I should have got a flamethrower, not a force ballista. Could have lit
okay.
our way forwards.
I started the game off with like 10 torches, and we've used maybe one of those, I think. So out of the bag of holding, I just pull a torch.
I've got a flint and steel.
Light it. Because I actually can't light the torch.
Yeah,
Flint and
torch,
steel
I can't light
somewhere.
Okay. You light it?
Somebody better throwing than me should probably throw this, though. I'm not very good at it.
Oh wait, I can throw them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Just
Oro's
saying,
way
so
better
I
at
used to
throwing.
throw like flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start juggling them.
So you know already that this torch is not like giving off as much light as you would expect for a fully lit torch.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not giving off any bright light at all.
Great.
It's giving off dim light at best.
What happens if we light 2 torches? Just go all
Extra
all
dim
10
light.
torches.
What if you get 3 and have them sort of rotate around in a circle, or someone throws them up and down?
Who do we have that
Dazzle the
can do
dragon.
that?
I throw one up into the air to see if the darkness will put it out or something.
It puts it out.
Oh, tits.
I mean, luckily we don't have to go up there, right?
Well, yeah, but like if it gets lower or something, you know.
Or if, like, since the dragon can change the whole landscape around it, it can, like, just summon it while we're in there with it actually fighting it, is what I'm thinking of.
Is it time to bring back the tugging system?
Ah.
A new and improved.
Are you sure you want to invoke the tugging system?
I just think if for emergencies, if it goes completely black again and you two can't see anything.
What if we just connect all ourselves to it, like tie the rope around our waists?
I don't like
I mean,
that.
it means we can't go too far away from each other, but...
Yeah, and then if it breathes on us again, then we can't get away. What if instead of doing that, you just look after Randall and I'll look after Haiku? And if the lights go out, then we can do whatever is best to make sure that they can move where they need to move while we regroup.
Okay.
That way no one's tied together. And we don't have to worry about remembering. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a toddler all of a sudden. Don't leave my sight.
So we are or not going with the ropes?
No.
No ropes. No ropes, just hand holding.
I loved the tugging system, but like we devised it and then within minutes we're like, wait, was it 2 pulls for?
Oh,
And I just
collapsed
imagine that
so
happening
quickly.
again. Yeah. It
I
relies
think it
on
was easy to
memory.
understand.
Oh yeah, I don't think it was hard to understand. I just lack the memory.
Yeah, no, we'd have to remake it up. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
We weren't as cohesive a unit at that point, you know. We've been through a lot of shit since then.
It's true.
Wow.
True.
That's
Developed
true.
as a team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We have really come together, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we could all just like hold a rope if we wanted to do that and not tie ourselves to it.
Yeah.
I want to be free to run away from magical fiery necro stuff.
Yeah. For sure, for sure.
Let's just go in pairs.
Okay.
A nugget.
A pair and a trio.
We do have a bottle. We do have 1 jar of icy black water from Shadowfell infected place on way to Dragon.
That's true.
That might help.
Yeah.
You'd probably see so many moths in here.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
one
maybe
of you
it's
two
good
should-
with moths.
One of you two should drink it then.
And then we just have one person. look
Haiku can drink
after.
it.
No, Randall.
No, it's alright, Haiku, you can drink it, don't worry.
No, fine.
I'll
fine,
do
I'll
I'll
it.
do without it.
Why don't either of you want it? It was sick.
I was so against it. It would be unethical for Haiku to drink it.
It just meant you could see a lot. It wasn't like, you know.
Randall's got a history of drinking all sorts of shit, so
So does
Exactly.
Haiku.
What, twice, 3 times at most?
That's more times than Randall has. By 3 times.
Yeah, there's a
God.
quality versus quantity argument here, or a quantity versus frequency argument here. Because like I think Haiku's technically drank weird stuff more times, but Randall did stick his whole body into and gulp down. So
You know what? We've got an hush money. Obviously, it can't be used to silence, but it's still a coin. Let's flip a
Alright.
coin for it.
Alright.
Okay.
Heads or tails?
Wait, what does the winner get though? Does the winner doesn't do it?
Alright, the winner doesn't do it.
All right,
Heads or tails? One is heads.
I'll go heads then.
Alright, I've got tails then. Give me the
the
bottle.
Randall drinks it.
I'm not gonna die due to being the only one who can't see.
I drink the ice black water.
okay. Okie dokie.
It's not going to give
So-
me any extra vision.
As you do so, you feel your senses sharpen. But like I said, as I described them last time, it's not so much that they become more sensitive, it's just as if the volume is turned up all the way. Everything is a little bit uncomfortable, and everyone around you has an odd, like ethereal shimmer about them. Like you can almost see something there that wasn't there previously. It is to you as a a scholar deeply interesting, especially as someone who has done now a little bit at least research into the different planes. You've visited the Feywild. You're familiar with the concept of the Shadowfell. So at some point, having visited the ethereal plane would make sense to you, and you have read about it at least to some extent. So seeing into the border ethereal is quite interesting to you. How you can see that really it's just a layer almost of the same plane that you already exist, just a little bit removed from it. You can see that the room is unsurprisingly populated by a fair number of moths. Yourselves, each of you having repopulated. You've got some new moth companions that have followed you in here. The dragon is surprisingly not having that many moths upon it.
This is the black dragon.
The black dragon, yeah.
Okay. Can I see the other dragon?
Great question. Roll me a
That's
perception
the
check.
first thing I'm looking for.
Can I help by like pointing out where the thing is?
Absolutely not. This is a ethereal sight only perception check.
Oh.
Guidance?
You can take a guidance. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh. You catch a wisp of a tail move through a whip crack of a wicked tail move out of the shadow, the dark ceiling, and somehow through the tunnel to the north.
Well, it's not in the room anymore. I just saw its tail go out north. Is that like blocked or something to the north? Yeah, just sort of went through.
Went through the wall?
I didn't really see. I just saw the tail sort of disappear.
Did it go through the wall, or rather reform the wall around it?
It was too quick, and you rolled too poorly to get the full description there. All you saw was the whip crack of its wicked tail.
Either way, functionally, that makes it difficult to fight because it can run really easily. We'll have to keep that in mind.
Unless we hold it in place.
That's the plan. That is the plan. I have been sitting on way back when, before we even were sent to the Shadowfell, or the Shadowfell, the Feywild. When we got wind of there being a dragon fight, I took Earthbind, and I've just been sitting on Earthbind this whole time. So that is definitely the plan.
I feel like we need to double this up, where you cast Earthbind whenever we get to this dragon, and I'll hop onto a part of it and immovable rod it into the ground or something, just in case.
Ooh, yeah.
That could work.
How easy is it to get dragon scales off a dragon?
Depends on whether or not you've got a magical weapon. And a lot of time.
Okay, we should probably go. We don't really have the time.
I always come back for these.
Yeah. So we're going through the door?
I think that's the only way to go.
Mm.
This was blocked off. While y'all were talking about it, Nearly had gone over and had peeked, and this looks blocked off, so.
Okay, let me just pop you guys on the next part of the map. Technically, Haiku does not emit any light.
Oh,
And now I have to change Randall's as well.
Oh,
So you don't have night vision anymore.
you can take the pebble, but I do need it back.
Oh, I can just pick up my own pebble and make it glow. It's fine.
Alright,
I wouldn't want to take that away from you, is all.
that's alright. That's fair enough.
Especially
know.
because it's your very interesting pebble.
Exactly. So I need it back.
People's collections are precious to them.
Okay.
I assume
next,
I can see better now. Or do I just see moths and darkness now?
Oh, so you now have yes, you do have dark vision. You also have tremor sense and essentially true sight.
Just
So
like
yes,
good old knees.
you can see a lot of shit. It is a little bit like, I'm gonna not put Nugget's token on this next map just for
The
ease.
site, yeah, okay.
But let's move you over.
Like a shirt. Beneath a very dark coat.
You guys see everything?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you need to see? Okay, fantastic. You have entered the Enclave proper. You are currently in a corridor after you enter through the two stone doors, the massive melted acidic hole in those stone doors. And you pass through these kind of like this small now stone work as like a building corridor. Each side of you has kind of these big like chandeliers that have not been lit, but are burned down like the candles as if they'd just never been replaced after being emptied. And along this pathway, you find some stairs downwards onto a kind of a smooth stone floor. There are 8 pillars, or like kind of pedestals, circular pedestals on the floor and on the ground around you, spread kind of almost equidistant. But what you notice immediately, those of you who can see, that there
you
are.
Say not me.
You can see a huge number, a near infinite number,
like 1 million
of like almost stalactites along the ceiling, crystal shards that sway very gently, as if hanging from the ceiling.
Does this look like the thing that fell on me when we last implemented the tug system?
No, they do
Okay.
not look like piercers. No, I'd forgotten about the piercer, but no, they do not look like piercers. They look like corrupted moonstone shards.
Ah, wow, cool.
The floor itself is very smooth. The pedestals, each of them, have a bell on them.
Oh, shit.
The far end of the room, there are stairs that lead out up to a door that appears sealed.
Oh, we're missing 3. Guys, we're missing 3.
Missing 3?
3 what?
We're missing 3 notes. There's
Oh.
8 bells, but we only have 5 notes. E, E, D, E, B.
Maybe each of the bells corresponds to a specific turn.
I'm gonna take the piece of music back out. There were 2 lines, weren't there?
There were enough lines for me to not give you all of the lines into. Oh, you mean the words?
Yeah.
The words or the notes? Because you didn't have all the notes.
Yeah.
You didn't have all the words either, but you had enough words. The words were, we come to the mountain to be close to the moonlight, and waxing or waning, we still find her light.
Yeah, and waxing or waning, we still find her light. Was the one that was circled.
Yeah.
And there's 8 words there.
Ooh. Are there any words on the pillars or any symbols on the pillars?
You could investigate if you like.
I would, but I'd also, while I'm walking over there, like to look up.
Sure. 1 second. It might be easier actually if I move you to a different page instead.
Did the crystals, I presume they were there before, but they were not corrupted moonstone. Did they sway before, or is that new?
Roll me a history check. You able to see this?
No.
Good.
Yes. I can't
I
see it
can't.
on the pillars, but I can see where they are based on their shadows.
My screen just went black.
Yeah, mine went black too. Oh, there it goes.
Haiku is because you don't have any vision on you. I have to.
Haiku's just stood there in a void.
So the light's not working in here at all.
So your lights. So yeah, no, the lights are not working in here. I mean, Haiku can see. So there is dim vision in here.
Okay.
And that's only from the pebble.
Yeah, okay.
Can everyone see? Everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You do not remember.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But I'm in the room and it hasn't fallen, so that's pretty great.
Oh yes,
I'll
I
guide
should put
whoever's
you. I should put
investigating.
you where you were previously. Who was it that walked forward? Let me
Me.
go back to the
I'm.
Oh, Randall did
okay.
say he walked forward. Yeah.
I was going to go forward and investigate still.
Let me put you back to where you were. Right, so you're gonna walk forward and investigate these 8 pillars.
Yeah, but I want to look up while I'm going over to them so that
Yep.
I can watch for falling
Guidance.
darkness.
Go for it.
Why is text so small?
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Jesus.
And a D4. Yeah.
Nice.
23. I
Fucking
investigate
hell.
the shit out of. I investigate the shit out of it.
So as you're walking over there, are you expressing this at all to your party? That you're gonna go over
Yeah,
and
because I think
look
Randall would have said about like we've got 5 notes because he had obviously written them down.
Okay.
And then been like, I wonder if there's any pictures on the things and just like gone in. No
Okay.
fear.
So as you step down onto the floor, and you're kind of saying, just speaking out loud, I wonder if there's anything on like notation on the pillars or anything like that. You see that the one of the crystals above you sways faster and faster, and as you note, you've finished your sentence, it drops and comes soaring down towards you. You can make a dexterity saving throw with advantage because you were looking at it to make sure you were paying attention. You succeed. As the crystal comes to the ground and splatters right next to you, shards kind of clattering on the ground around you.
Can I step back into the entrance?
As you were investigating, you did note that one of the bells had this one closest to you on the left had a D engraved in it.
Okay.
These are bells that are kind of like just hanging almost with like a rope underneath them, so you could like ring them from beneath.
This one's D.
From watching Randall do that, did it look like it fell when Randall like walked past it, or when he'd like stopped? Was there some sort of like indication on it? I don't know.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. 29.
Fucking hell. It seemed to react to the sound that he was making.
I think it fell because of the sound you were making.
Oh.
Wait, like because he was making sound, or because of right. So
if I go quietly, then I'll be fine.
perhaps I'd still pay attention to what's up there, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Try again, but be close.
Okay. I wanna investigate the one on the right.
Okay.
And I want to investigate 2 things. I want to look for like another inscription on it.
Yeah.
But I also want to look for signs of wear. I want to see like how used is this bell?
Okay, interesting. Okay, are you just going to walk out over there and investigate them?
Yeah, but I'm still going to be doing the whole like looking up. And when they start swaying, I know to move out from underneath them. Like when
Sure.
starts...
Yeah. Right. So in which case, roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. Not so
Roll
good.
me a stealth check with a disadvantage.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
So tiny.
All right, still pretty stealthy considering you made no attempt to be stealthy at all.
Well, I thought I.
In fact,
Yeah,
maybe since you were making no attempt to be stealthy at all, perhaps I shouldn't have asked you to roll. I should have just taken 10 plus your modifier. Do you think that would be more fair than me making you roll?
He's rolled it already.
I mean, I've already rolled it this time.
Yeah, all right, we'll go with that. Okay.
So I feel like after being told it's because you made noise, Randall would obviously move forward quietly.
And yet he didn't say anything about that. That's crazy.
Well, no, because I connected it to speak. I think I connected it to speaking, so Randall wasn't speaking.
Okay. Well, you're being surprisingly quiet, which is not that surprising, really, considering you're a monk and you've super duper sonic feet and you can climb on walls and shit. So you get your way over to these two. You get to the C, this pillar here, and you note that it has C written on it.
Mhm.
You can't determine if it's got any
Alright.
signs of wear and tear.
Okay.
I'll also give you that this pillar over here is a B.
And what does that one look like? Because this will give me a baseline, because I know B is in the set of notes.
You would have to roll me a better investigation check than a 10.
Okay, I will do that for you right now. When I find them up. See? Right there.
Wow, consistent.
Dang it.
Hard to say. Hard to say.
Oh, I can't tell. I can't tell if... Like, I know this one is used, but I can't tell.
Can you make a dexterity saving check, please?
Yeah, I forgot.
Jesus Christ.
Luckily, I can
Another
do that.
shard explodes next to you.
If I look up at the ceiling after this happens, are there empty spaces where those two were now, or do they fill
Surprisingly
in?
not.
Oh, damn.
Oh, motherfucker.
Nick is just hearing all this chaos and can't see a thing.
Randall,
You got the
instead
pebble, you can
mimes-
see.
Yeah, you've got
Randall-
dim light with the pebble.
Yeah.
Still unsettling.
Randall mimes perfectly that I can't tell how warm this one is.
How
He does.
warm?
How worn.
Warm.
Oh.
Could you demonstrate to us what that mime might look like? Might, with a rough wheelhouse. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I got it.
Who needs a telepathic bond when we just have one person that can mime perfectly?
Who knew
That's
it'd be
just
so
such
useful?
a silly thing to have become so valuable.
Right?
It's useful to be able to communicate over space without
Yeah.
speaking. you know.
Actually, it's been really useful in quite a lot of situations.
Yeah.
We should get another one. So...
Not
Someone
getting
can
under
mime
Randall.
back to you perfectly.
Do you want
I-
to check the others, or do you want to come back?
I'm just going to keep checking.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm really not very good at this. Luckily, I'm very good at that.
Yeah, you
my
take no
God,
points
yeah.
damage as another shard falls from the sky and
I
erupts
have,
next
I have
to
a
you.
new plan.
Don't go with that plan, dog.
I mean, it seems to be working so far.
Could all come crashing down.
I move quietly to the next pillar.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
You thought I'd be quick at finding it now that I've pressed it so many times, but I can't.
This appears to be an A. And this pillar over here is an A flat.
Okay.
Or is it an A sharp? It's an A sharp, sorry. It's an A sharp.
Oh. Oh, sharp. Oh, okay.
No, it isn't. Is it an A flat? Is it an A sharp? I can never remember.
A sharp
is
is
the one that
the
looks like
one
a
with a
blue.
hash.
It's the AB.
Okay, that's a flat. All right,
Yeah.
let me delete that. That's okay.
You can tell I don't know anything about music.
Been a while since I've
You
played the
do too.
But does it? How does it look?
I shouldn't have
used?
doubted myself. Said the right thing first time.
You did. A flat.
You can't tell if it's been used due to your subpar investigation skills.
Oh my god.
I wish to move quietly to the next one.
Feel free to roll an investigation check.
He can see everything, but clearly he can also see nothing. Fucking hell.
This is an F, and the one next to it is a G. An
Duff.
F, yeah.
Yeah.
What does a G look like? Grr.
Grumpy. Okay.
I move
Last but not
quietly
least,
to
the
the next
final
pillar.
one. Yeah.
I think G is like this in sign language, if I'm remembering correctly.
Well, we
Which
sent the
sign
one
language?
person that doesn't know sign language.
Nope, that's the wrong button.
Oh my god.
That is also the wrong button. Damn it!
This is
Intimidate the bell.
this is an E.
Randall's just stood there and go,
That's the guru he was doing for
Yeah,
G.
I got carried away from guruing on G.
That is an E.
That's the worst E ever. Why am I the one doing this? It's even worse. It's fine.
That's good.
I'm trying to go with the mouse, you know. I guess I
Very
could
good.
have pulled out the drawing tablet and used it, but I didn't want to put the effort in.
I will quietly move back to the party and move out from underneath any dangly bits.
Okay. No more dangly bits hanging above you.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Now, I have something that might help you with this. It's a website.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I did think about doing this.
Here.
Assuming this is going to be, yeah.
So if you open that website, I can put it in. I can put it in the chat as well, just in case you wanted to try and see if you could figure out what's going on here. My recommendation to you is if you open this, I think first off you're expected to click on each and every one of the bells.
I forgot that I put all my fellas come on when you say something in chat, and it's the first time you said something in chat, so all my fellas is playing.
Oh my fellas! Oh my fellas!
Okay, it's ended now, so you can continue. I was like, where's that
Oh
going?
my fellas! I'm so sad that I missed it.
Yeah.
If you have this open, you need to. I think it suggests that you click on each and every one of the bells along the bottom, and then if you click on the little arrow on the right to minimize that, you should have a bunch of bells in front of you. On the left hand side, if you see the little SML, if you click L, it makes them nice and easy to see. You can make them smaller if you'd like. But on the right hand side, you can see the numbers 8 and 20. Click on the 20 because then it will have some of the extra.
Crikey.
It's too many bells. Too many bells
Bells.
for one little man.
Okay.
So that's just that might maybe help. I'm really grateful that you found that note. What's with the bells? We got a bell puzzle.
Bells. Okay, so we were given 5 notes,
Mm-hmm.
but there are 8 words. So do we only have the 5 notes, or do we know that those 5 notes apply to all 8 words of that music? Does that make sense? Like, if I can see the words, where is the music that I can't see?
Yeah, are any of the notes extended for like two bars?
Yeah,
Or are there gaps where there's no notes?
exactly.
I really liked. I prefer my Tom puzzles solve themselves as I walk into the room with silence.
Yeah, that was really good. Hi, Charlie.
I have given you no information about whether or not any of those hang for longer, or the number of syllables in each word, or whether or not there are specific words.
What were the 5 notes again? I never wrote them down.
E, E, D,
D,
E,
E, B.
B.
Yeah, I wrote those down.
E, D.
I was expecting you to spell something, but it just made
Edeb.
Edeb
Oh, I was
or
not.
Betty backwards. Like you're really excited to go to bed.
And well, it was the last 2 lines of the.
So the waxing or waning, we still find her light, was the one with the circle.
Is that in the Discord, or is that not in the Discord? It's not in the Discord, right?
It's not in the Discord, no.
Okay.
Me just wanting to see the sheet music so I can just play it. But Nerly wouldn't know.
I mean, they make a nice sound.
Yeah,
So
they
Bells
do.
are so shocked when you play them.
Mhm.
Suddenly realise what their purpose is.
Could you tell me the last 2 lines again? Unless you want to write it down in Discord.
Waxing or waning, we still find her light.
Thank you.
Been there for you.
Would it?
God. Go ahead. I can't contribute as much to this conversation as I would like to because Nerly wouldn't know. So I'm just gonna sit.
I mean, that line is effectively split into two, each of 5 syllables, which corresponds to our 5 notes.
Yeah.
Waxing or oh wait, syllables. Oh yeah. Maybe just play it twice.
Have you played out the notes that you've got on the little bell website?
I have. It's magical.
It's really cute.
It is actually.
Is it reminiscent of anything?
It sounds very familiar to me, but I don't know what.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Wait, what do you mean it's familiar? What if it was a Rickroll? What if this is a Rickroll?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Oh.
Someone just like nailed it and then went the complete wrong way.
It wasn't me, I didn't do anything. Who said something?
Why doesn't this sound familiar to me? What am I not thinking of?
I think you're going to the wrong B.
Oh, there's only
Oh my
one
God, there's
row for
2
mine, so I
Bs?
can't go down.
But if you go,
yeah,
if that's what, if
yeah.
you go, if you press the 20,
Oh.
Oh, that doesn't sound familiar at all.
Oh.
Wait, which is your B lower or higher? Because I've been doing the lower B.
you want to go
I've
for
been
the
doing-
lower B.
Oh,
I've been doing the upper B.
Oh,
You
the
wanna go
lower
for the
B
lower
does
B.
sound. Du-du-du-du-du.
Is this too loud for you, chat? If the bells are too loud, let me know. I'm just gonna be dinging them over here.
I'm just gonna be dinging the
I'm
bells.
gonna be dinging them over here.
So what you know is that if a sound happens on this floor, there could be something that falls from the sky and shatters and injures you.
Yeah.
So you might deduce that if you played the wrong note,
Oh, bad things happen. Like maybe all of them fall down. That's
but if you played the right note,
nothing falls down. But that doesn't help because we'll play a wrong note and then die.
What about like telekinetic or mage hand? Could you
Oh,
play them from a distance?
Mage hand,
yes.
yeah.
Or I could shoot it with
Have
an
to see which
arrow
ones
or
make it-
something.
Also, just as a side note, just because there are 8 does not mean we need to find 8 notes because they're just.
True.
I'm just going to stop there. Mm-hmm.
Are the
Just
bells
as-
magical?
are the bells magical? Are the bells that help solve this puzzle magical?
Oh, no, ignore me, ignore me. Ignore me.
What is that?
Is that Funky Town? Is it the start of Funky Town?
Won't you take me to?
It is, it's the start of Funky Town.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fuck's sake.
Wait, are we at Funky Town?
Ah. Won't you take me to?
Okay.
Funky Town?
Waxing or waning, we still find her light.
Okay.
We come to the mountain to be close to the moonlight. Waxing or waning, still find her light. I had some fun with this.
That's amazing.
Oh, no.
So funny. So like whenever Jack was doing it, he was so close. It's just
Literally,
the cadence
Jazz.
wasn't right.
Oh my god. This has changed the whole tone of the Enclave in my mind.
The
I was
really
saying this to
elaborate
Jenny
dance.
when I came up with this earlier. I went over to Jenny and I was like, "I've come up with something a bit silly, but it might detract a little bit from the tone of the dungeon." She's like, "I like silly things." I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to do a silly thing."
Okay, we need to figure out the other, which is annoying because I've copied this tune in Animal Crossing multiple times, so it would be great if I...
It's one of the reasons I picked it.
So maybe we just play those 5 notes.
It's got to be the whole thing, though, right? It's got to be 5 and then the end of it.
I mean, if those 5 are right, then nothing bad should happen, and then we can just wait and see. And then if nothing happens, then we know we need to go on. And that way we don't sit here forever trying to figure it out when we didn't need to.
Okay.
The man that says I know nothing about music, reader Swanky Town. I googled I googled the notes. I had no idea. I'll give you a hint. The A flat needs to be in there.
Yeah.
You can look at this and think, why the fuck is there only one?
Wait, where's the A flat on here? Is that the top one?
The bells
okay.
won't play the flats for me. It'll only play the front numbers for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know why. Maybe I need to check the site.
I found them a little bit finicky, but they did work.
It's really
You
cute.
had you had to click a little bit higher than you expected, maybe.
Oh, there it is. I had to click slightly to the left. How can I help them? How can I help them?
Okay, well, if you want to do the first 5 ones first, then it needs to be like if you want to do a mage hand or something.
Yeah.
Then that needs
I
to be
will
a
allow
hand.
Mage Hand to reach all of these without any issues.
You have mage hand, Haiku? Because I don't.
Oh, I see. I was hoping someone who had proper vision would.
Oh.
Would I have enough? Wait, I've got high intelligence. If I was someone were to describe the positions of these notes, I'm sure Haiku would just be able to do them by pure mindscaping.
Well, also you can see. Why don't you? I
can see a
cast
bit,
light.
so.
Yeah, I can cast light on like another pebble and put it in your mage hand's hand, so it can take light with it.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Have a little
use the
pinky
light
pebble.
to hit the bells. All right, so you're going to use Mage Hand to carry the light pebble and then hit the bells.
Yes.
Okay, and you hit which notes in which order?
E, E, D, E, B.
Yeah. As you hit each of these bells, nothing terrible happens. But nothing amazing happens yet either.
We're still missing 5 notes, I think.
I think the next one's B, right? I think it repeats the B, right?
Yep. Can we maybe like Ora was talking about it and like the song sounds familiar. I already know what the notes are. How can we like how much more can I roll again?
Well,
now
sure,
that
you would
there's
have
more
heard this if
information?
this was like on the way into the.
Yeah, but I rolled
So
really
roll me a history check right now.
Okay.
Like you knew this song.
With advantage, because you did know this song.
Okay, and I'm gonna guidance myself too. I'm thinking really hard.
Uh-huh.
Roll
Come
my
on now. Come on
I know,
now.
come on. 16? Is that enough?
Yes. So you
Okay.
know enough
So
to
the
be
second,
able to figure out the tune.
yeah, the second 5 are B E A flat E.
So you're going to put in E B E A flat E. Ding 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 ding. As you break all of those bells, the swaying crystals on the rooftop hold position as the notes are held and reverberate just gently, and the door on the far end of the room opens. Hooray!
The best part about this is that I was really considering when I was first making Neurali, I was really considering giving her musical proficiency, and then I was like, don't do that, Katie. You can just play a character that doesn't do music for once. And this is like the first time I've played where like a very practical music puzzle has come up, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't do it on purpose. I love it. I love it.
think
That
it's
was a
fun
wonderful puzzle.
to slip them in every now and again. Especially if you can make it silly and also interactive. You got the bells, you get to play with the bells.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
and
was
that's
slightly mad with those bells. I was constantly doing that first 5 and then another 5.
Me too. Sorry, chat.
Did I put it in? I did put it in chat, didn't I? So you guys can have a little go on it as well. Okay. Did anyone else in chat figure it out? Did you have some fun with the bells? Anyway, I hope that was fun.
Any bell ringers in chat?
The crystals above you hang stationary for now. As the hymn that Neurali would sing as a child hangs in the air for a moment.
I'd so desperately want a Gregorian chant version of Funky Town now.
That'd be fun.
We come to the mountain to be close to the moonlight. I had fun coming up with lyrics. I wrote that poem, and I also came up with the lyrics for this. But I was like, I know that they might ask for more than just that little like ditty in the first line, but I'm not going to write it because there's a very good chance that they would just get me to sing the whole
Sing the
thing.
whole song. Yeah.
Christ. Okay.
So did you say the door, did it open up over here?
Yep, it's open.
Should cross quietly still.
Yeah, I quietly walk out.
Quietly.
Sure, move on.
Oh wait, there's no snapping squares.
There are no snapping squares.
Free roaming.
We're free!
Concerns me.
Bearing on scale, that would mean that it had to be absolutely huge, so it would have been a nightmare to load into your browser.
Yeah.
Okay, so to your as you are up here, you actually have a little bit more kind of like vision of your surroundings. You see that the walls here are kind of like, you see motifs of suns and moons and stars and the occasional eyes with the stars around it kind of deal. A little motif of Selune dotted around here. Directly in front of you are 2 heavy stone doors. To the left, you see that there is another set of doors at the end of the corridor, and all of the other passages here appear to have been blocked by some kind of collapsing cave roof shards that have crystals that have grown out of the ground or formed in some way. So your choice here really is: do you follow this path around all the way to the west, to the left-hand side, or do you move forward and into this through these large stone doors here?
Do I remember vaguely what should be behind each of those places?
You can roll me a history check.
Will do. I'm a guidance myself. Thinking real hard. Need every drop of that guidance. 13.
You do not remember anything about either of these rooms.
I have no memory of this place.
I mean, feels like we shouldn't go through the middle doors first.
Yeah, that does seem more important than
Or
a side door.
maybe that's what they want us to think.
Oh no.
Well, this place was lived in before it became the home of a dragon, so you would think important entrance antechamber leads directly to important room.
Yeah.
It's fair.
To where we want to kill this thing, yeah.
Maybe
gotta
there's a
look for
secret in
clues.
here.
What clues are they? We just want to kill it.
Listen, poking around earlier found Oro a fucking dragon killing arrow,
That guy.
so there's
Maybe
some
we'll
value
find-
to poking around.
You know,
Yeah.
the anti-dragon measures button.
I can
Just
just want this
to
dragon
press.
dead.
Well, I mean, if
It's too
Adrenal has
cute.
really lived here for a while, perhaps we could even find like belongings of theirs that could be useful to us. Learning about dragons or something. I don't know.
Do we open the doors?
I check for traps.
Go ahead!
How do I do that again?
Investigation check. There is no evidence of a trap on this door.
Even with the 25 now?
Especially no evidence of a trap on this door.
Okay.
Even less evidence somehow.
I tried to open the door.
Okay, you do
I
so.
saved the
It's locked.
game.
Revealing,
F5. F5,
Save
quick
some.
save.
revealing a small chamber that has another door that you should not be able to see through over there. Oh no, wait, I did say you could. Forgetting my own lore here. So this particular door here, half of it is kind of like a little bit broken, and you can see into the chamber ahead of you. In the corner here is a statue. This is a statue of a mustachioed fella that you are going to assume immediately is Caspian Kinshire.
Obviously.
It is not an especially good rendering of Caspian
Oh.
Kinshire, which is one of the reasons that you suspect it has been saved somewhat from the general deletion of Caspian Kinshire worldwide. However,
so bad
What a
poly.
review.
yeah, it's low poly.
Caspian worldwide.
This is not good enough to have made the cut, quite literally. There is a plaque underneath it that does not say his name, but instead says an obligated blade of Selune.
Obligated.
Obligated.
Because he was a warlock,
Makes sense.
not a paladin.
May remind you of another person who is an obligated blade of someone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Same kind
wait.
of warlock then.
Who?
Wait, who else was an obligated blade?
Someone
Could,
was. Could be anyone.
could be anyone.
Is it? What? Oh, you...
This is something that Randall read in his grimoire at some point when it was describing
Oh.
each and every one of us, and it described Randall as an obligated blade of Shar.
Oh.
I can't remember whether or not he told anybody about that, because I'm pretty sure he made sure not to mention that out loud.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
you as players would know,
Right.
but your
right,
characters may not.
Right.
At the base of this statue is a small circular kind of orifice, almost an alcove.
What shape?
Circular.
What sort of size?
About the same shape and size as the amulet that you're wearing.
Ah, I put the other amulet that I have in it. The lower tier constole.
The one
amulet.
that doesn't have the
The
gems
one
and
that's
stuff
less
in it.
important to me, yeah.
Okay, sure. You place it in there, and a small kind of alcove opens up, like a little. The door kind of shifts down, a secret in it.
It's the cash.
That's neat.
And there is a plaque in the back of it that says I have found many trinkets during my adventures, but few as valuable as the love for my friends and kin. Perhaps that was the treasure all along.
What did it say, Randall?
It's really soppy. It's like, the real treasures are friends along the way.
Oh, that's really sweet.
I mean, it's not wrong. But there could have been some treasure too.
Maybe they took it already.
Well, maybe.
As you stand up and look back at the statue, you now realize that having taken the amulet back, the statue looks quite different. In his outstretched arm, which is just gently kind of gesturing forward, in a kind of a darkened script is the word nothing. Across the torso is the word forgotten. And every other limb has the word puppet.
Cool.
Do we all see that or just Randall?
You can all see that now.
Okay.
I was not there before the amulet, the constant amulet was placed in there.
I want to try to prestidigitation the word forgotten off.
It removes.
I'm gonna erase all the words.
I was about to smash the statue until you did that. So
Can I close the secret bit back up?
Sure.
I want to try opening it with the real amulet now.
Okay.
Just to see if it opens a special secret extra compartment,
Oh, it's gonna be
Because some
like
of
when
those
a
boxes
cash
have
machine.
the secret. They have
like
like the
when they-
secret key and then the secret key where you put your real valuables.
Right, so any purple dragon knight can't open the right slot. Only Caspian can.
Mm-hmm.
There is something in it, and you're going to find it. I mean, for me, it's very funny. For you, it may be less funny. Either way, it's valuable. You do so again, and surprisingly, actually, this time when you open it, there is something valuable inside of it. There is one singular diamond.
You
Got a
bastard.
diamond.
I'm gonna pocket that. Wait, how big is it? Is it big enough to be at least 300 gold pieces?
It's at least 300 gold pieces worth of diamond.
Yeah.
Wow.
Char literally went, "This sculpture sucks. It can stay."
No one will ever know. The second one pops out and Nerly kind of actually like quietly laughs a bit to herself. It's like for friends to bring his friends back.
Thanks, Papa.
Papa.
I'm gonna slowly reach for the diamond and just wait to see if anyone stops me before putting it in the pocket where all of the diamonds specifically meant to resurrect everyone are going.
You can take it as
You know what, if you lose that outfit, we're ruined.
It's luckily it's magical, so
Oh my god.
can't
Do
be
we want to
destroyed.
split the diamonds up? Don't you already have enough to res all of us?
Do I have all the diamonds? I might have all the diamonds.
I think you might have all the diamonds. Can I just put like 1 or 2 in the bag of holding just in case?
Yeah.
Okay. The other ones are on a necklace. How would I can I just rip one of them off, I guess? That's a question
If
to
you'd
Tom.
like, yes, yeah.
I'm gonna try. We'll see if she can do it with a 9 strength.
I mean, it's a you could definitely do this with enough time kind of situation. Wrenching it off now without really putting aside like the tools and the time and the strength would be difficult.
This diamond necklace.
Randall,
Is,
pull one of these off.
is it diamond set into
Bonk.
some kind of metal? Gold, for example?
I pull it off with my corners of giant strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy.
Oh,
Okay.
I was going to use heat metal to melt the gun. Okay, then.
Oh, that would have been really clever,
It would have been
though.
clever, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it was clever, we
Ooh.
just didn't need it. So
It's alright, we'll go for brawling over brains.
Yeah.
Ooh.
you take that one and then the loose one, and I'll have that means I'll have 4 with me on the necklace.
Mhm. There are 2 in the bag of holding now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, team. Well, we have effectively completed some cheeky little puzzles, some encounters, and found some goodies, which is quite nice. There's still plenty to explore, but we will continue our exploring next time that we play. I'm going to call
Okay.
today's session to a close now.
Now.
Ba 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 ba.
It'll be stuck in my head all night.
That is
I
such a good idea,
really-
Adam.
I really had to stop myself from humming, like reading out the lyrics in
In the
the tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to raid people now.
Okay,
I'm trying to
let's
get
do
back
it.
on that. So
Mhm.
probably a D&D person. If you guys have any D&D related people who are online right now, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just go in the directory and pick someone from there.
Let me take a look.
Literally, the only D&D people I follow is you, Jenny, and High Rollers. They don't need a raid.
They don't need a raid. They're doing fine.
Tell me you don't follow Katie
Oh no, I follow Katie.
or
I've just
Evan?
never seen Katie stream D&D.
Yeah, the game that I used to stream has been on hiatus for like 1.5 years now. I'm not sure. And now our DM is about to have a baby. Well, his wife is
Also,
about to have a baby.
American time.
Oh.
Yeah.
The American
Yeah.
time does make it tough.
The person that was playing earlier on my list is no longer playing, so I don't have anyone playing D&D.
Yeah, I don't recognize any of these current streamers.
Okay, let's go rogue.
Let's go rogue.
These people are there. Their art looks cool. They look like the DM looks distressed. We'll go there.
Perfect. I love
Good
it.
start.
Alright. Thank you so much for hanging with us today.
Yeah.
The D&D is back for the new year. If you didn't watch the highlight video at the start of the stream, it's on the YouTubes, which is
And you should watch it.
there.
It's really
It's
funny.
And I'd go and watch all the other
good.
ones.
It's really funny.
Yeah, then you can watch the ones
It's
from when we
just-
first started playing HBA, and you can see our evolution through the last
Yeah.
3 years. Jack was born through those 3 years as well, so that's why he turned up in the second one. All right, come
got-
stop by with a raid, spam some hearts, and we'll see you next week.